Hey guys, this is Isaac from Sparta Numismatics, and today we'll be looking at some of the coins I received in a trade, um, and that will be going to a new home shortly. But they're nice little world silver coins, and I thought I'd show them off, before they go to their new home. But let's take a look. There's three of them are, um, world silver coins or world English silver coins. Sorry. Um, and they range from date. This is the oldest one, um, and it's a Victoria, uh, and yeah, it's a Canadian quarter. Let me see if I don't drop it. Uh, Canadian quarter, kind of in work condition. Um, but yeah, I mean, what's interesting about it is that by the date of this is 1892, as you can tell. Let me see if I can get it. 1892. But if you notice on the obverse, it has a younger head of Elizabeth. Not like young, but it's a younger head than, let's say, or like a different head that you would see on Victoria in Great Britain itself. I suspect they did that just as appearance sake, or just to be kind of cheaper. But it's interesting why they would have had like a younger um, head version of her, because she started ruling in Great Britain and the provinces, which Canada was not an independent commonwealth till much later. So I think it's kind of interesting um, that because 18 she started her rule in 1836 and she died in 1901. But by this time she'd been in power for uh, you know almost 60 years at this point, not quite. And the young face would not, I feel like, wouldn't really apply to this situation, because you know and monarchs, out throughout time of any country, were all sometimes always vain. Sometimes they weren't, but it's interesting to see, that a Canadian coin like this would, have that. But yeah, um, next I guess we'll move on uh, to this New Zealand piece. We get it turned around. Um, it's a George the Fifth. Hold on, let me just sit back down. George the Fifth. Just George the Fifth florin from New Zealand. He's got a decent little portrait on the face. See if I can pick it up. These coin holders are not always cooperative, but yeah, George the Fifth. Get it to focus. George the Fifth. Um, New Zealand, one florin, 134. And you see a little beautiful little kiwi on the back. And it is kind of the verse is kind of not as nice as I would like it to be, but I was selling all these for a really good price considering. Um, but yeah, I mean, um, yeah. See, as you can tell, it's dated 1934, and they he succeeded his father, if I'm not mistaken, Edward the I think it's the seventh, uh, which he was Victoria's son, and then of course George V was Victoria's grandson. But yeah, uh, I think it's kind of interesting coin. It's a florin. All these are silver, of course. This is 1934. His rule, he would die in 1938, and his son, his first two sons took over. Edward the Eighth took over for a short time before this scandal um, with his scandal with the divorcee. Um, Wallace, Miss Wallace, or Miss Wally Simpson, sorry. I think that's her name. But and then his brother George the Sixth would take over and then lead on from there. But moving on, this is a lovely little Elizabeth II Canadian $1 silver. As you can tell, it's quite a chunky coin. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Got a nice little bit of luster on it. Set it back down so it can focus, but nice little bit of luster. Doesn't want to always focus, but yeah. Then it has on the reverse. It has pretty cool kind of reverse, I think. With the canoe and the trees behind it. As I said, it's got a really nice. I love these because a lot of the times, if you can catch them in decent grade, they can be really interesting to talk about and have in your collection. I like this reverse of the Indians, the two Indians or Native Americans in the canoe. Really sharp strike. I think a friend of mine told me, and I'm not sure exactly. You can let me know down in the comments. I don't know when Canada went out of the exactly. I don't know when Canada went out of the silver standard. I think they were still having some silver to the late 60s, I think. But I mean, like, through everyday currency. But yeah, it's a quite chunky coin. But yeah, let's move on to this little guy. This is a half. I'm pretty sure it's a half Balboa, Panama Balboa, if I can get it right. Nice little conquistador. I love this design, even though, I mean, as I said, I don't really collect it. I do like Mexican silver and Mexican designs, especially in the 40s and stuff like that, are really interesting, and before. But really, any South American silver is interesting to me. But yeah, that's the reverse with, and you can tell, República de Panama, and it has this, I guess I'm assuming an eagle. Let's see if we could zoom in. An eagle with this arm, like this, the shield with the coat of arms, I guess, or something like that. Dated 1966. Yeah, it's a decent coin. Not in great shape, honestly. Not really. As you can tell, it's got some scratch marks. It's kind of, it is what it is. I mean, it's nice for a beginner collector, just someone that wants to, stack coins or hoard silver coins. But all of these are in pretty good. I mean, other than the Victoria is in pretty good shape. I mean, granted, the Victoria has probably had strong wear and was probably circulated a lot. But yeah, I think my favorite out of these three would be the Canadian dollar. Just got a lovely, I mean, I need to keep one of these sometime for my own collection. But yeah, yeah, nice little round of, world coins. But anyways, if you enjoy this video, just like and subscribe if you want to. I'll be posting more just whenever I don't really have a schedule yet, as I just started posting videos not too long ago. But yeah, thanks for watching.